guys, it's Trina, and today I have a book haul, and I'm also going to include some kids books that we've recently gotten for our son. Then I'll put those at the end so you can, skip over them or skip to them or whichever you want to. I'll put a timestamp down below because I know not everyone's going to be interested in the kids books. I've got quite a few books, like almost 30 to show you because I haven't done a book haul in quite a while, but I'm going to start out with a book that I bought. Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is the third and final book in the Illuminae Files series. I really love this series. I own the other two books, so I bought this one when it came out to complete my collection. It came out a while ago and I haven't gotten to it yet because that's just how things are going these days. But this is a young adult sci-fi series. Each book follows a different pair of characters and it's about this big space mystery thing that they're trying to solve. And I just really love the story, especially love the format of the books, and the audiobooks are absolutely fantastic as well. So I plan to read the print book and then listen to the audiobook. I'm really sad that I haven't gotten to this yet because this is one of my favorite series and I can't wait to see how it ends. For my birthday, my husband picked up a copy of Cress by Marissa Meyer, which is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles series. This is a series of YA sci-fi retellings, and Cress is a retelling of Rapunzel. I have already read this entire series. I have a series review up on it, and I have a series suggested reading order video for this series. I love this series, so he just grabbed this one to help complete my collection. Sylvia from the channel Wish Fulfillment sent me a copy of Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire for my birthday as well. This is the first book in the Wayward Children series. I have listened to all of them on audiobook, but I really wanted to collect this series in hardback or just collect it in a physical forms because I really love it. And she just announced there are going to be like 5 more books in the series, and this is definitely a series that I want to own because they're beautiful covers. I love them and I want to support them. So these were on my wish list and Sylvia saw it, and I think we both really love the audio of these, so thank you so much, Sylvia. I really appreciate it. It's definitely a series I am glad to start owning. And then Emily Hornberg got me, essentially she bought me a copy of Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. She just bought me several coffees through my coffee link and was like, just buy whatever you want to, because I didn't know what books you wanted. And I was like, how about Leah on the Offbeat, because I know she also really loves Becky Albertalli books, and she was like, yeah, that's probably what I would have bought you anyway. This is, like a direct sequel to Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which is one of my favorite books of all time. Just following different characters, so like you'll see characters from that first book. This is also one of my most anticipated books of the year, and I, again, have not started it. I have several books that Penguin Teen has sent to me over the past few months. Most of these are unsolicited, but I did request a copy of Given to the Earth by Mindy McGinnis because, again, this is another of my most anticipated releases of the year because Mindy is one of my absolute favorite authors. The first book didn't get great reviews, but I feel like I liked it more than most people did, and maybe that's just because I just love Mindy's writing, or maybe because I saw what she was trying to do, or like I interpreted it in a different way than other people did. But I am really excited to see how this series finishes up, and I'm always happy to read and have a new Mindy book, so definitely glad to own this one. Penguin also sent me a copy of I Have Lost My Way by Gail Forman. This one is following several different characters over the course of one day, and I don't know too much more about it than that because I've read a lot of Gail Forman books and she's kind of hit or miss for me, but with authors like that I'm always kind of curious to see if their new stuff will, be a hit. So I didn't need to know too much more about this. I just wanted to try it out because I have really enjoyed some of Gail's other books. Penguin also sent me a promotional package with the new covers of the Ember and the Ashes series by Sabaa Tahir. First book, in Ember and the Ashes. The second book, A Torch Against the Night. And then a little sampler of A Reaper at the Gates. So this is just a few chapters. This book is coming out in June. And these paperbacks are really nice quality. Not only do I think the covers are beautiful in the repackaging, but these are like real velvety feeling. They're the tall types of paperbacks and I just really like these. I have read and really loved An Ember in the Ashes, and I never got around to the second book. I actually tried it at one point on audio and I did not like the narration, so I quit pretty early on and just haven't gotten to it yet. But it is a series that I want to continue. I've got all these goals to finish a ton of series and I haven't gotten to them yet, but I am definitely hoping to, and having these beautiful copies is definitely going to be incentive for that. The last two books that Penguin Teen sent to me were People Like Us by Dana Mella and Lies You Never Told Me by Jennifer Donaldson. This one is an ARC, so this isn't the actual finished cover. They are both YA thrillers, and I have already read People Like Us. I did really enjoy this one. It is about girls at a private school, and one girl turns up dead, and we're following a main character who's kind of being blackmailed, like, you need to turn in your other friends or else I'm going to turn you in, kind of thing. And then Lies You Never Told Me, I haven't gotten to this one yet, but it's going to be the next book that I pick up. And it is another mystery, and it's about these 4 different characters that are all lying about things, and apparently there's a big shocking ending to this one, so that's got me intrigued about it. Simon Teen sent me a copy of Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. This one is, I would argue it's new adult because the characters are in college, and it is about these 2 characters that they don't really have other people in their lives that they're really close to, and they're both going through stuff, and they get each other's numbers and they end up just texting each other all the time, and they form a relationship through these text messages and realize that they're closer to this text person than they are to people in their real life. And Thomas Nelson sent me an arc of Unbreakable by Sarah Ella, which is the 3rd and final book in her Unblemished trilogy. I do know Sarah Ella in real life, we are friends, and I do get early copies of her books just to read and review them. The Unblemished trilogy is about a girl that has this mark on her face that she's never known why she has it, and she ends up finding out that she's actually from a different world. It's got a lot of fairy tale crossovers. It's not a retelling of anything, but I think if you like fairy tales that you would enjoy these. Next, I'm going to show you guys all the books that I've gotten from my Page Habit book boxes in the past few months, because I know not everybody watches the unboxing videos, but if you see them in a haul, you might be more interested in them. And I've already told you about these books in the unboxings, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but in December they sent me a copy of Now That You Mention It by Cress and Higgins, which was their romance pick of the month. This is an adult romance about, I think she's a med student living in a big town who gets injured and has to go back to her small town where she's from, and a romance blossoms. Their January quarterly box included Unearthed by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This is a YA sci-fi book that is the start of a new series, and it's been compared to like Indiana Jones and Lara Croft in space, and I love those things, and this is another one of my most anticipated releases that I have not yet gotten to. That quarterly box had a sci-fi theme, and they also sent me Starflight by Melissa Landers and The Cage by Megan Shepherd. These are also both space type sci-fis. Page Habit's January mystery pick was Two Girls Down by Louisa Luna. This is an adult mystery about 2 girls who've gone missing, and we're following the point of views of the detective and bounty hunter that are trying to find them. The February romance choice was The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. I have already read this one. I really liked this. It is about a man and woman who meet in an elevator, and he needs a wedding date and asks her to go with him and pretend to be his fake girlfriend. And Page Habit's March romance box included these 2 books, No Earls Allowed and Third Son's a Charm by Shayna Galen. These are books 1 and 2 in a Regency romance series. Onto the kids books that I have recently gotten. I think in November or December, I did a big book haul of all the kids books we got at like baby showers and stuff, and then since then we've gotten a few more. One of my in-laws' friends sent us a belated gift. It is Little Puppy Gets Adopted by Douglas, which is just a company. This is one of those soft books. It crinkles, it has a rattle, it has a squeaky thing, and there's not much of a story to it, but this is just designed for something with lots of, you know, flaps and things for a kid to grab onto. There's a mirror at the back, and he has been grabbing and trying to chew on this a lot. Megan Precourt gave me a copy of 5 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed. I had known that this was a song, but I didn't realize it was a book, and so we read this to him, and we have a little stuffed monkey that she gave us with this book as well that we have jumping on the bed whenever we read this, and we sing the song. And yeah, he seems to like it. I don't know, maybe we just like it because we get to like act out the monkey jumping on the bed. We also recently enrolled our son in the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which is really cool. It was started in my state of Tennessee. Dolly Parton put it together to where any kid, no matter what their financial background is, from age 0 to 5 can get 1 book a month in the mail, and this has a service that's been extended to all of the US. I think every state now has it available, and a lot of international countries have it available as well. So the first book that you get when you sign up is The Little Engine That Could, and I remember having this book as a child myself. My grandma always had it, so it's like a fond memory when I get to read it. And then the second book that he has gotten so far is Where's Ellie, which is just a little board book that, you know, where's Ellie? Is she hiding behind this plant? No, that's not her, that's just a teapot. So these are our first two Imagination Library books we've gotten. And then our local library was having a book sale, and my husband just went and picked up a few things. We've got Making New Friends, which is one of those touch and feel books, and then a couple of these beginner books. There is Wings on Things, and then Maybe You Should Fly a Jet, Maybe You Should Be a Vet. I just really enjoy reading books that rhyme to him. I think he likes it too. That's everything I have to show you guys in this book haul. If you've read any of these books, I would love to know what you thought of them. No spoilers please, but just let me know if you liked them or if I should skip them or whatever. But I would love to know what you guys have recently gotten as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the comments. Bye!